Tesla recently achieved a small victory for Gigafactory Berlin after a court in Germany rejected an injunction filed by two environmental groups against the facility. The groups, the Green League and Nature Conservation Association, were against the release of Giga Berlin's 15th provisional permit, which would allow the company to test its equipment at the electric vehicle production site. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and Giga Berlin news and like this video if you find it informative. The Nature Conservation Association's Green League and NABU have filed with an urgent application against early partial approval for the construction of the Tesla Giga Berlin factory. The Frankfurt Oder Administrative Court rejected the application as it announced on Tuesday. This pre-approval involves testing the functionality of systems in the paint shop, foundry, and body shop of Giga Berlin. In addition, the installation of tanks for wastewater treatment and the refueling system has been approved in advance. Giga Berlin's work is function test only, not trial operation. The Ministry of the Environment had declared that it was not a trial run. In the function tests, only small amounts of substances that are hazardous to water and significant in the event of an accident are used, it said. Therefore, the knowledge gained from the incident report submitted does not conflict with this decision. The court saw it the same way. In its reasoning, the court stated that it was not evident that the temporary functional tests would pose a risk within the meaning of the major accidents ordinances that could no longer be accepted in the general interest. The scope of the approval by the State Office for the Environment, LFU, only includes the short-term commissioning of individual system parts for test purposes and specifically no regular operational activities. An actual risk situation due to significant and irreversible disadvantages for the environment, mainly in the form of harmful emissions, is not to be expected with regard to the trial operation of the plant components. The environmental associations had already urged that the pre-approval for the tests at Giga Berlin should not have been granted. Such approvals may only be granted if approval for the entire project is likely. The environmental associations urged that such a so-called positive approval prognosis is currently not available. After all, the US automaker Tesla has only just applied for extensive changes to the factory, such as an additional battery factory. These still have to be assessed. A court spokesman told the RBP, "This is a complicated legal and factual issue that cannot be resolved in the urgent procedure. For the time being, Tesla's interest in enforcing the tests will prevail." The managing director of the Green League, Michael Genschow, criticized the decision of the administrative court. The chamber did not go into legal and factual questions and only weighed up interests. The court has surrendered to the complex legal and factual matter, he told the DPA news agency. Further legal remedies are possible against Tesla Giga Berlin. The conservationists can appeal against the decision to the Higher Administrative Court of Berlin-Brandenburg. So far, neither Tesla nor the environmental associations nor the State Environment Agency have commented on the decision. Tesla plans to manufacture around 500,000 cars in the company Model 3 and Model Y series in Grünheide every year. The final environmental permit for Giga Berlin is missing for the construction. Tesla is therefore building with early approvals. The timing of the final decision is unclear. Gigafactory Berlin's Phase 1 building is all about but completed, and sightings from drone flyovers of the facility indicate that Tesla is now starting some tests of its vehicle production equipment. One of these flyovers cited some pre-made Model Y bodies, which suggested that Tesla may now be looking to test Gigafactory Berlin's paint shop. This bodes well for the upcoming facility, especially as CEO Elon Musk has noted in the past that Tesla's next-generation paint technology would debut at the Germany-based electric car factory. Friends, this is obviously good news for Tesla Giga Berlin, but what is happening here? The environmentalists are still upset with Tesla for disregarding their concerns about the impact on wildlife and water supplies of clear-cutting most of the trees on the site, which were planted to make cardboard boxes in the first place. Was any of this a surprise? Every objection filed by an environmental group has been thrown out to date. Also, isn't it responsibility of the government, German government, to assure safe operations? Why is an environmental group involved with safety? Very, very strange. Instead, they should be suing the government for not doing their job, says one person. But maybe they are doing their job and the green is just throwing glitter into the air? But I have to say that, to be fair, government isn't almighty and all-seeing. It is the duty of the responsible citizens to bring government's attention to things it may have overlooked. In this case, the context is highly suspect of just being an effort of shoving sticks into the wheels. If things actually go this way, Tesla Giga Texas in Austin will start operations before Giga Berlin, despite starting construction months after Giga Berlin's start. According to My Tesla Weekend on YouTube, it is possible that Model Y section of Giga Texas in Austin will begin production by the end of July, early August of 2021. If Model Y production begins in Texas before Berlin, I think Germany may lose to Texas when it comes to encouraging industry to build in its territory. However, Germany, in my opinion, is still a great place to do business, to invest for business, so time will show. I would like to hear what do you think, friends, about these developments. Let us know, please, your thoughts in the comment section below, and your thoughts on Giga Berlin's this small victory, and that it can continue going on with tests and so on in the production before the production begins. In the meantime, this is Armen Hareyan from torquenews.com. Please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage later today on Giga Berlin, Tesla, and electric vehicles. And also give us thumbs up, please like this video, I would greatly appreciate it, and share in social media if you would feel like that. Have a great day, God bless you everyone, and peace be with all of you.